All right, the Dill Pickle is here with Jared and Whit, the co-founders of FH Jerk, a brand new company that the Dill Pickle has introduced this past month. And I'm here with a special guest, Mateo Valencia, the assistant kitchen manager, who's here to assist me with learning a little bit more about the magic behind FH Jerk. So let's kick it off. Can you tell me the journey behind FH Jerk and how y'all got started?
So FH Jerk got started actually for the lack of good jerk on the west side. So I'm a jerk fanatic. I love jerk chicken, everything jerk. But I used to have to drive from the west side to 47th and King Drive just to get good jerk. After a while, I was like, I like to barbecue. I barbecue a lot. I could just make my own jerk instead of driving way over there. So pretty much it just like I just got tired of driving, burning gas, going way over there to get jerk chicken. Good jerk chicken. That's the key word.
Good.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, your guys' sauce is wonderful, delicious.
Yeah, thank you.
Actually, I haven't had a chance to try it
yet. You can't do an interview without tasting the product.
Well, that's why I'm Mateo here.
I got you.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many wonderful ways you can use your guys' jerk seasoning and the marinades and the sauces. But what are some of your guys' favorite uses with this wonderful jerk seasoning?
We have a third partner as well who's not on the call with us, but I often share my recipes with them, just random creations that I just think of from the last thing I think I made was jerk Philly tacos. Whit often talks about this jerk pancake that I but I'm interested in trying that.
Well, until you come back, I do make jerk chicken pancake. It was pretty good. A lot of people really enjoyed it. I was shocked, but I was just at home and I like pancakes more so than waffles. So I'm like, I'll make a jerk pancake. And it works out. It actually worked out because I ended up making like a spicy citrus glaze as the serve for it. I mean, I jerk everything. If you can think of it, that's how I ended up coming up with so we also, it's not for sale, but we have, I created like an aioli, like a jerk aioli. That's pretty good. Like, people go crazy for it. Like when I serve it with the jerk egg rolls that we serve for our catering.
Well, how did the name FH Jerk come about?
So FH Jerk so I started a company called Fillmore Harvard, which is in Maywood. I'm from Maywood, Illinois. So I lived on 12th Avenue between Fillmore and Harvard. And I was like, I need a name. So that was just the name, Fillmore Harvard. Nice. Then when we transitioned from Fillmore Harvard was a video production company. So we started transitioning to doing like T-shirts. Like I currently have a shirt on now. From T-shirts to food, I was just like stick with the Fillmore Harvard. So FH Jerk just comes from Fillmore Harvard.
Okay. You have any more of those shirts for sale?
Not this particular tie-dye one, but we are coming back with some more shirts.
Okay. Let me know.
All right.
So who are some of your biggest influences and why?
As far as making a jerk, the place that I used to go to was called Uncle Joe's. It was on 47th and King Drive. Unfortunately, that particular location closed down. So I really like his spice level. Like if you ask me, the best jerk in Chicago is Uncle Joe's. They currently have a location at Hyde Park. I love Uncle Joe's jerk. So that was like my primary inspiration. But so last year before the pandemic, we end up leasing the kitchen out in Calumet Park. So ironically, Uncle Joe is the one who helped him set up the kitchen out there. So I was able to meet Uncle Joe and talk to him about, just how he prepared his food and whatnot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uncle Joe's. Okay.
Uncle Joe's.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it. I haven't heard of it. It sounds pretty good.
Oh,
Yeah. In Hyde Park, you said. Okay.
And one in Hyde Park, and there's one on 87th and like the Dan Ryan.
So being around for about 2 years, do you guys have any advice, tidbits to other entrepreneurs that are just starting up? I mean, not just even in the food, but just as an entrepreneur speaking.
The journeys of an entrepreneur. The main advice I guess the main advice. The advice I would give is just if you believe in your product enough, because often I'm not Jamaican, so I'm not from the Caribbean. My father born on the South Side, my mother born on the West Side. It's just I just like Caribbean food, so I did my research to research it and find out to do it right, because you don't want to do it wrong. So to do it right, and I actually have my sauce. Like I know quite a few Jamaicans though, so they taste the sauce. They're like and give me the thumbs up, which gave me a boost to my confidence to do jerk. Because prior to FH Jerk, I was using a store-bought product, another product, but the product like real high in sodium, and it didn't really have a complex level of flavors. And I'm like, I like the ups and downs, like the salty, sweet. I like the whole sensation of like just a wider array of taste. So that's what my product has over. I'm not gonna say competition over the other ones. Like I put more spices that's true to Jamaica in it, and play well with the allspice. But yeah, so just being confident in your product and having the right. I don't want to say stamp of approval, but the right approval does do something to the confidence to go forward.
But that jerk aioli you were talking about, we're actually in the kitchen right now and we're cooking up a grilled chicken thigh sandwich featuring your guys' marinade. So we're doing a FH jerk marinade grilled chicken sandwich, and I think that jerk aioli. I mean, what goes better with jerk than more jerk? I mean, so
and it's not too much jerk. It just I don't know. It works well. Like I'm normally not a sauce guy. Never been a sauce guy. Like out of barbecue chicken, I don't want no barbecue sauce on it. Go to Uncle Remus, Harold's, put the sauce to the side. But because sometimes they put too much sauce on it, or it's just like overpowering. I don't like my food to be overpowered. So when I create sauces, I think like, how can I have the right balance? Don't want it too salty, but you don't want it too bland. It just took me a minute to just formulate the recipe. It took me about a year to like really get it where I want it, to be confident enough to like share it with true Jamaicans who enjoy jerk.
So I brought back Jared. Sorry, I left you hanging.
Sorry about that.
Hey, Jared.
It's all right.
I have another question. What is a day in the life like for FH Jerk? Give us a rundown.
I mean, what I would say is different every day, but currently turning your house into a sauce production, recipe testing facility on occasion, to driving all around the city, finding new ways to expand the sauce, get it into, new hands. It's probably going to shift here in the next 2 weeks as we enter the COVID ban, as they say, and outdoor activities start to kind of spur up. And, we're definitely on the path of, continued growth. So however we can continue to, get our product out there to, get it in people's hands and, make them become believers of our movement. That's the day to day, that's what we wake up and do day to day. So, yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Hopefully once the store opens back up, we can have y'all come out and do in-store demos and have people taste and experience FH.
Definitely. And the parking lot idea. You remember that parking lot idea?
I do. Me and David are talking about how to organize the vendor pop-up. Hopefully late July is what we're shooting for. We'll definitely let you know.
Oh, okay, cool. No, I think that would be really cool, especially for the community.
Recently, you guys had your 2-year anniversary, which I might add most businesses don't make it beyond their first year, let alone 2 years. So congratulations. That is a feat on its own.
Thank you.
Yeah. Round of applause, really. Where do you guys see the company going in the next 2 years, maybe even 5 years, 10 years? I mean, what really do you guys have laid out?
Oh, we're actually, I think, entering into our next line of discussions, since we've, obviously made it into your store. We're obviously always seeking new outlets to get into. So that's definitely going to be something we're going to continue pushing. I don't know. I think, I know they say sky is the limit is not a good saying anymore, but we're just whatever is in store for us. I mean, we're going to turn over every rock. We want to explore every avenue, however we can become worldwide known. I think is the ultimate goal. So for both of us, this is very new territory. So, had I been through this process before, I could probably speak to that a little bit more. But we're learning things as we go. So we're not pros here. We're just taking it a day at a time. So, yeah.
Are you going to just stick with the sauce that you have? Or are you going to create different variations of it?
So for the sauce, we may do a milder one and we may do a hotter one. But also we currently rolled out a dry rub that we rolled out. I think the Kitchen House, I think they have some. They bought some.
Yeah.
So dry rub, we gonna have the retail soon, and we're working on the aioli. So how can we safely bottle it and sell it?
Okay.
Yeah, we use you guys as dry rub in our fried chicken. That's actually a key component in making the most delicious fried chicken you ever had, which we're gonna have to give you guys when you come in, because it's just adds the right amount of flavor. I mean, we buttermilk, saison, our house seasoning, and Cajun seasoning, and with the jerk seasoning, you're taking all these different regions and combine them together. We're loving that stuff. It's really knocked it out of the ballpark with the flavor. I mean, compared to our old jerk seasoning, all our jerk seasoning, it was just spice. I'm like, all I tasted was heat, no flavor, no balance. Which, I mean, if you guys are just starting out with just this, I mean, I can only imagine what you guys can achieve.
Yeah. Earlier, I was asking about like what advice would I get to entrepreneurs when it comes to like bottling sauces and marinades. Is like literally not much online about it. Like I reached out to all sorts of people, and they'll just give me the general like, oh, well, you could go to Jules in February and they allow minority vendors to pitch to them. Like, oh, okay. But at this particular time of my life in the process, like I didn't have a bottler, like I didn't have a co-packer. I didn't know what I had to do. I didn't know whether I had to boil it to can it myself, because I was doing all the canning myself. So like it was just a lot of information until just on the whim, I was sitting in the restaurant and the guy who owns Tip 312 came in there. And I get to talking to him and I asked him like, this your sauce? Like, where you get a bottle from? So he was real helpful, gave me all the information, his co-packer. And but other than that, it was just like everybody I reached out to was like, oh, well, just high level information. There's not much on the internet either.
Wow.
So it's really about who you know and the connections that you make, the community that you're part of.
Yeah. Definitely. Nobody's just going to offer the information because I truly believe they look at you as a competitor, So, but like everything, somebody has to show you the way.
Even they doing a different thing. They still like, they can be doing barbecue sauce and we doing marinade. It's like, that could be the competition.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's because they're operating from a scarcity mindset. We should be operating from an abundance mindset.
Yes,
and it's all love and it's all community, right? It's what we're here for. Do y'all have anything else to add? Mateo, do you have any more questions?
No, I just want to comment that I look forward to featuring your guys' seasoning in so many ways in the Grab and Go. Ro and I are really cooking up some great ideas, and for that, if we can do a vendor pop-up in July, I want to knock people's socks off because it's possible.
Yeah.
I mean, let's make it happen.
And we're very thankful that you guys are carrying it and, also experimenting with it. I don't think we've ever made any fried chicken. So you guys are actually the first one to use, the dry rub there on the chicken. So I'm actually intrigued to try it, I don't have to wait for an invite. I'll just come up there and buy it and try it myself.
We'll whip you up at once.
But no, I mean, I think even with you guys using it in the ways that you do, what I've kind of noticed is jerk isn't really as mainstream as as I think me or would like it to be. It kind of scares people a little bit because when you think jerk, you think super spicy, a very specific flavor profile. And, I always go back and forth with myself about how to make it a little bit more acceptable in homes, where it's just another spice that you have in your shelf or a sauce that you have on your refrigerator, and you're just going to it like you would ketchup, or you're going to it like you would mustard. So we'll see how that goes. But in terms of Chicago, I'm sure if you guys aren't familiar, per capita, we're one of the largest jerk restaurant. In terms of like the Chicago metropolitan area. Next would be New York. So, there, you go on the south side, you pretty much run into a jerk location, whichever way you turn. Yeah. But that just kind of shows that, we have the rest of the nation in terms of footprint that we still need to penetrate. So, or at least in the ways we would like to make it become as known as we want it to be. So we still have a little bit of work on our hands to kind of get that education out there, but we appreciate, you guys for even, taking the seasoning and the sauce and making it your own, because that's what we need. So,
yeah. Well, yeah, the sky's the limit.
Word.
Yeah. Let us know how we can support FH Jerk.
Of course.
Kudos to y'all for doing what you're doing. It's not easy
thank you.
running the business.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, unless anyone has anything else to add or ask, then I think we're done. We're finished.
Right. I'll be sure to get some of that aioli over to you too, so you try it.
Yes, of course. Can't wait.
Yes, please. I appreciate that.
You have to try the sauce. You got to try all of them.
Oh yeah.
David and I, we still have to coordinate a trip.
Sure.
To the factory.
Sure. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Or you got it in your kitchen.
Yeah.
You got it right. There's no excuses, actually. Next time I see you, you can go right back into your kitchen. Okay. Well, thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming.
Really appreciate it and the support that y'all give us.